Hey guys, how are you? How are you? How are you? I want to say welcome to Nonprofit Nuggets with Jennifer Yarbrough. I am Jennifer Yarbrough. I am your nonprofit expert, over 35 years of experience helping nonprofit leaders start, grow, and sustain their nonprofit businesses. So I want to come in and speak to you today about your process of starting, right? Everyone starts. Everyone has a day one. Okay. But what's really important about your starting is your plan and strategy of how you're going to keep going, right? Your continuation, and not just in the activities of what you do or the promotion of the products that you have. Like, I get all the time people who call me and say, Jen, I have a business idea. I want to sell clothes, or I want to start a food truck, or I want to help the homeless, or I want to start a mental health clinic, whatever it is. Okay. The starting process begins with knowing what it is that you're going to do and the value to your customer or to your donor or to your community. What is it that is going to motivate, encourage, inspire those individuals to want to continue to support your business, right? It is not just the thing that you're doing or the activity that you're doing, but it is also understanding how you're going to get the support for it. Now that right there, I want to drop the mic. Support. You've got to be able to strategize the support. Where does the support come from? The support is going to come from your prospective clients, those people that would benefit from what you do if you're a nonprofit, but also the support of the people that would be those evangelists, those partners, those collaborators, those investors in what you're doing. What's in it for them? Being able to articulate that message. I primarily and mostly deal with the nonprofit business world. Either way, it's a business. No matter what business category you're in, for-profit, nonprofit, it's a business, honey. You have an EIN number, all right? So you want to make sure that you understand your value. What is your value proposition? I know that we all would love support from the people that we know, and we may know a lot of people, right? You may want support from your family. You may want support from your friends. You may want support from people that you have supported in the past, right? And I don't want you to be discouraged if, in fact, you are finding that those same people are not supporting you now. Don't be discouraged by that. Don't be angered by that. Don't be disillusioned by that, honey, and do not let that thing stop you, all right? Your dream, your vision, your purpose is yours, okay? The first thing that you want to figure out is, who are the people that would support you? How do you know that? Conversation. Now, I know in the day of social media, DMs, text messages, emails, that whole thing, the concept of conversation seems a little foreign, but that is the only way, the quickest way that you can identify the people that know what you do, value what you do, and would want to support what you do. Now, I've been doing this work for a long time. Y'all see all this gray hair right here? Don't let that fool you, honey. I understand business. I understand business. I understand how to promote and garner new business for any type of business that you have, your nonprofit or your for-profit. You've got to be able to share and show consistently your value. This is where I think a lot of organizations, particularly nonprofits, fail. Many of you are starting without help. Now that right there is number 2. You need help. You need help to promote. You need help to garner support. The more people that are talking about what you do, the more people that are sharing the value in what you do, that means your reach is bigger, right? That means that you have the ability and the capability of touching more people and sharing why what you do is important, right? So the more people that are invested and involved, engaged, knowledgeable about what you do, then you send those out. Now, how do you get those people who would and could speak about what you do? You have to show and share the value and identify those who see what you do as valuable to them, those that are interested in it, those that are impacted by it, those who have experienced it, those who have been looking for it, those who have, who can identify with it in some way, right? So that means you got to show it. That means you got to be consistent in showing it. That means you got to be talking about it. That means you've got to be engaging in conversations. That means you've got to build a platform, honey, to bring the people to you if they're not out there, right? If the platform does not exist where the conversation is being had about what you are wanting to share and promote, create your own platform. Don't be afraid to be the first. Don't be afraid to break the ice. Don't be afraid to step out in the deep. That's where the action is. Honey, if you're going to be on the sidelines looking at the players play, don't be upset when no one recognizes that you should be on the field. There are so many uncertainties in life. There are so many uncertainties when you start a business, right? You've got to factor in a team. You've got to factor in investment. You've got to factor in materials, supplies. You've got to factor in support. You've got to factor in your personal needs. You've got to factor in money. Can we just talk about that? Money. It takes money. It takes money to pay your team. It takes money to get supplies, materials, marketing, advertising, all of these apps and things, right? All of that costs money. And many times, the first year, the first 2 years, you're going to have to invest. Now, I know people come to me all the time talking about, Jen, is there a grant for this? Jen, is there a grant for my startup? And the answer to that question is yes. However, it is not like a check that is written by tomorrow. You write the proposal and then you get the check the next day. But get this, you don't have to wait for the grant. I think that's what I really want to express, that your ability to grow your business is not based upon one group of support. It is you. It is you that has the vision. It is you that has the dream. It is you that have come up with the concept, right? And you have the power within yourself to make it happen. Y'all don't understand the number of days and nights that entrepreneurs sit up thinking about, what do I need to do next? Okay. And when you get real about this thing, failure is not an option. Stopping and quitting cannot be a part of the solution. And when you get to that place, you become very creative. You become very bold. You become very decisive to try new things. Will everything work? No. But you have a goal. And you're going to do whatever is necessary to meet that goal. You're going to turn over every table. You're going to open every door. You're not going to listen or internalize the no's. You're going to keep going. When you start your nonprofit organization, you're not the only nonprofit in the community. There are donors and there are funders and there are supporters that are already engaged with other organizations. But guess what? They can also support yours. I want you all to consider the glass half full and not half empty. I want you to believe that there is room at the table for you. I want you to know that you can create your own path and not have to duplicate, mimic anyone else. That you can wear your own uniqueness boldly. It might be a lonely journey. It might be a journey where no one understands who currently surrounds you, what you're going through. I say do it alone. Find people that can encourage you, that are committed to their own success, and have room to encourage you in the meantime. Don't take from them. Don't suck from them. Don't deplete them of their energy, because you all have to be able to help each other, right? Keep going. Keep going. Starting a nonprofit business, starting any kind of business, starting a family, committing to anything is not easy. And there's no guarantee, right? Getting married, there's no guarantee that it's going to be successful. Having children, there's no guarantee they're going to grow up okay, right? Starting a job doesn't mean that there's a guarantee that you're going to love that job a year from now. There is no guarantees. But what is guaranteed is that what is within you is within your control. And no one has the switch or the control over your future but you. I can tell you that when I started in this industry so many years ago, I didn't know what I didn't know, and I didn't care. That's real talk. I was a student. I was a child. I never would have envisioned my life being the way and where it is now. Not that I've arrived, but I am not minding the journey. Let me tell you. And let me tell you this also. I can remember going to the bookstore back in the day when there were bookstores and, they had the self-help sections, right? And I would go to those self-help sections and I would get books on how to work for myself. I would get books on how to start my own business. I would get books on, the 100 easy businesses to start, right? A nonprofit was never on that list. But I remember buying countless books, like Where's My Parachute, or, Who Moved My Cheese, all the things. But I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I couldn't figure out what type of work would I find satisfying. And would you know that it was the very work that I was already doing that I found the most satisfying? Working with and for and alongside people who wanted to make a difference in the lives of others. That's what I get to do. Now, what about you? What is it that is going to cause you to get up every single day, every morning, with purpose to say, this is what I want to do, and I'm not stopping? Y'all, you're going to get more no's in the beginning than yeses. But don't stay stuck behind the no's, because there are yeses out there. If you're a nonprofit organization, there are funding, there are funders, there are donors, there are sponsors, there are contributors, there are people that would evangelize on behalf of your organization. You've got to know that, not just believe it. No, you've got to know that that is possible. That's possible. Mindset. Your mind is the biggest supporter of your business. Your mindset is the biggest supporter of your business. Because the truth is this: if you don't believe that you can, if you don't believe that it's possible, then you won't surround yourself with the right team. You won't invest in the people that you need to invest in. You won't learn the things that you know that you need to learn. The number one support has to be you. And there are times when you're going to have to encourage yourself. There are going to be times when you have to just talk yourself off of a ledge, when friends don't pick up the phone, when no one responds to your emails, when people that you thought were going to show up for you and they don't. You've got to factor in, I may have to go it alone in the beginning. But don't be afraid of that, because you're going to pick up supporters. You're going to pick up new friends. You're going to pick up people that believe in what you have and the value of what you are presenting, and they are going to be committed to what they want to see. And that includes your success. Y'all, don't stop. In this year, in this season, right now, you have the opportunity to say yes. You have the opportunity to say yes. Say yes to your purpose. Say yes to your vision. Say yes to your dream. You be the number one supporter of your vision. You be consistent. You invest in you. Don't wait for someone else to invest. Don't wait for the grant to come in, right? Because you're afraid to invest. And if you got to start small, start small. Take one step at a time. That's huge in comparison to staying stuck and being too afraid to move. Y'all, I want to come in as we approach a new season in this year, going into the second quarter. It's your time. It really is. And if you need help, ask for help. If you need understanding, find a teacher. If you don't know what to do, find someone who's been there and can help you. I help organizations every day. It is my pleasure. It is my privilege. It's my opportunity. If you all are not signed up for any of my free trainings, shame on you, okay? I invite you to follow me on my Facebook group, and I'll pin it in the area below. But join me in my Facebook group, Nonprofit Leaders Impacting Lives. Nonprofit Leaders Impacting Lives. And people ask me all the time, Jen, do you help for-profit businesses as well? Yes. Yes. We help all types of businesses. If you are looking for a coach, if you're looking for a mentor that has been on this journey of helping thousands of other nonprofits to start growing, sustain themselves, get on my calendar. My website is www.jd.yarbrough.com, or jump on my calendar at www.timewithjen, TIMEWITHJEN.com. Y'all, money is not your problem. Money's not your problem. Money's not what's holding you back. Support from others is not holding you back. Could it be that your mindset, your decision, your yes, I can, or if it's your belief of no, I can't, is that what's holding you back? Stop it. Stop it. Stop all the I and the T of procrastination, of self-doubt, of fear ruling and reigning in your mind and in your heart. The world is spinning and it's not waiting, but there is an opportunity for you to jump on board and be a part of it. Okay? For those of you all who follow me, thank you. I would love for you to like, comment, share this information. Go back and review some of my other videos as well, where I talk about fundraising and grant writing and board development and all the things that help ensure your organization is sustainable. But today I just felt like I wanted to encourage your heart and let you know that you can do this. You really can. It's possible, not just for others, but it's possible for you as well. And I look forward to seeing you on the merry-go-round of life. And let's all enjoy the control, the freedom, the flexibility, the exhilaration, and the excitement of being successful living our dream. All right? You can do this. You can do this. And I'd be happy to walk alongside you, sharing and showing you how to do, my team and I, to help build up your team. All right? I'm going to let you guys go. I will see you all in the next video or the next live or the next podcast. Until then, take care and be great on purpose.